Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your open range light 272 RLS travel trailer. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A few things to take into consideration when parking. On your campsite, leave not only room for your slide to come in and out, pretty shallow slide, but also your awning. Leave plenty of room for that awning to come in and out. Over here on your off campsite, besides your slide, which is a little deeper over on this side, I also want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. So on your off campsite, driver's side of your tow vehicle, just in front of your tires, is your docking station for water. Just ahead of that, your power. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive, unhook your hitch. First thing we're going to do is level your unit. And it does come with a power tongue jack. Night docking light should you arrive at night. Retract to lower, extend to raise. Go ahead and get your unit level. Next thing we're going to do is stabilize it. So on all four corners unit, you got these 3/4 inch hand crank stabilizing jacks. You also have lock arms, B&L lock arms. So you're going to want to always make sure these are loose when you take off. So you bring these down. I'm going to recommend stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris and hot blacktop in the summer. Better distribute the weight. Put them down underneath these. Run these down just until they're taut. Remember, we're already level. All we want to do is stabilize it. So once we have any resistance on this hand crank, stop. Tighten down your lock arm. Go around all four corners. Get all your stabilizing jacks down. Then we can hook up our power and water. Big long 50 amp cord here. Show you about a 30-footer. Plugs in the side here. If you ever need to plug into a 30 amp camp somewhere, a 50 to 30 amp reducer comes in your convenience pack. And there's also a 30 to 15 amp reducer in case you need to plug into a 110 somewhere. You can put that on there. Got our power hooked up. Let's hook up our water. Now at campsites, we're gonna come up to our docking station here. We're gonna hook up to a city water connection. First and foremost, our water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is gonna reduce water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Always use this when putting fluid in your unit. You don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites. Hook that up, hook up your hose. Don't turn your hose on yet. One more thing to check, your hot water heater. Let's make sure our drain plug's back in. May have left it out last time you were camping. Throw some plumber's tape around that. Get that in there nice and snug. Once that's in there tight, you can go ahead and turn on that hose. Now if that hose has been on for a little bit, I need you to go inside and open up all your water taps. Open your slides if you need to. Our unit's level and stable. But I need you to get them water taps open, get all the air out of the lines, get a nice steady flow of water going through them, shut them off. Then you'll know that your hot water heater is full and you can turn that on from indoors. Now, let's say we're gonna go camping and we're not gonna use city water. We're gonna use fresh water. We're gonna go dry docking, boondocking as they call it. In that case, we'll fill up our freshwater tank. Again, use your water pressure regulator. Now what you're going to want to do here is you're going to go inside, and on your panel where you check the levels of your black and gray tanks, there's also a freshwater button. Keep an eye on that freshwater tank. As soon as it's full, remove this hose. Then whenever you want to utilize that water, you'll turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when you're using city water that's already pressurized. Alright, we're all hooked up with power and water. I'm going to go ahead and walk you around the rest of the unit, continuing here in this docking station. So down here we got a light, a couple of 110s, cable and satellite hookups. This is just so you can run your hoses down through here and close your door. You do have a hot and cold shower with a spray port to go on right there. Quick connect right there. Black tank flush. We'll talk about that when we dump our black and gray tanks here. Freshwater connection, city water connection. Again, black and gray tanks. Extra sewer outlet right there. Our hot water heater. This is a flue for your furnace. A couple things on that one: make sure it's never blocked. Two, if you are running your furnace, steer clear of it. It does get hot. Got a big porch light out here on your off-camp side. Coming around to your rear, you've got a ladder. Utilize it. Go up there and check the seams of your roof a couple times a year, and caulk with recommended RV roofing caulk. Come around the corner here to your outdoor kitchen area. So your awning hangs over this. These will magnet up top. All prep for a TV here. Cable, 110, couple drawers. Over on this side, your cooking area. Another magnet. Grab your cooking area, pull it towards you. After you unlock it, of course. Flip this up for your grill. Flip this up for your sink. Just lock that back out there. Underneath here, you'll pull down your hose here for your quick connect LP. Got two of them right there. Make sure you tuck this hose back up in here. This just is an open end sink, so you can mount a hose on here or just put a bucket down below it. It's just for pretty much washing your hands off or cleaning some food. Outdoor fridge, make sure you put that safety harness on there for travel. These are both access to the back of your refrigerator. Coming out of your campsite, again, your stabilizing jacks, a couple outdoor speakers, your pass-through storage area, hand crank for stabilizing jacks. Up front, your propane does come with a cover and is on a regulator, lefty-loosey to open. You also have a light up here, and that about covers everything on the outside. Go take a look on the inside. So coming up inside the unit, first thing I always like to point out is your fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camped with you knows the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway in case of an emergency. So immediately coming in, you see a couple of cabinet doors here. Top ones are going to be our control panel. Up here is a fan, exhaust vent. Right there above, over top. This is a flow jet. That's where you'll turn on your water pump when using potable water. Here's your awning. On your awning, you only want to run that out until you see that flap fall down to 90 degrees and you can see that silver bar. Another thing on your awning, make sure your door is pulled out of the way, otherwise your awning can catch on it. So on those awnings, as I run it back in, if you don't watch them and keep an eye on them when you run them out and stop them where they need to be, they will continue to run themselves out, run themselves up backwards onto each other. So just keep an eye on it and make sure you only run it out as far as you need to. So coming down below that is where we're going to check levels of our brand new battery, fresh black and gray tanks. They're fresh buttons when I said to hold down when you're checking your potable water. Get your awning rust away in here. and continue our tour. So, also have a, here's where you turn on your regular water pump at. This is just where you'll turn it on. So down here is where you'll turn on your water pump, regular water pump. There's a flow jet for your pump system. I'll find out more about that. Down here's our slide controls. Just run them in and out on these. From here, up here is your porch lights, interior lighting. Big closet here. Around the corner, your thermostat. Turn your air on real quick. Hear that crank up down there. Feel it kick out up here. Alright, shut your air off. You can notice that it shuts off rather quickly. Now I'm going to turn on your furnace. If I can get it to come on. It feels like it's 90 degrees in here right now. Turn it all the way up to 90. That kicked on. Now I shut that off. You'll notice it's going to take a few minutes for the fan to cycle through before it actually shuts off. Here's your lighting for inside. Down here is your carbon monoxide propane detector. A couple of 110s. Your table will lift up off them bars. Remove the bars. Set your tabletop on these wooden pieces. Put your back cushions on top for another sleeping quarters. Over here into your sofa area. Parachute pull recliner. Reach inside and pull that and you'll recline. Got your remotes in here for your entertainment center, including one here for your television. Just run a channel scan on that. That's why it was on. So wherever you get to a campsite, go to your menu, run a local channel scan. So you can pick up the channels at the different parks. Sound system above that. Fireplace below that. On your fireplace, not just for looks anymore. I can go through and make it brighter or dimmer, but the biggest thing is the heat, folks. If it's chilly in here in the morning or evening, instead of using your gas, crank this up, and this electric heater will get it toasty in here in no time. Put that up on 4 high and it'll start kicking out of here quickly. Alright, remote back in here. Coming into your kitchen area, self-explanatory microwave. Got a light and a fan above your cooktop. You would just turn these to light. Turn these to light. Hit your spark when your gas is turned on. That'll light up there. Pilot light, you do have to light a pilot light in your oven. Norcold fridge, pretty much 2 settings. All the way left is auto. Auto means when you're plugged in, you're running off electricity. As soon as you unplug, you're on gas. Check gas if light is flashing. It's because the gas is off. So we'll shut that off. 1 through 5 over here being the coldest. Do have in your ceiling above your seat area is your smoke alarm. Your hand crank open. This is the fan that'll turn on from over here. Coming back in your bedroom or bathroom. Our light and fan. There's also a hand crank open. 110 with GFCI reset in here. When you travel, make sure your shower door is snapped closed. Lighting for in here. big closet, under bed storage. There's your blow up mattress. These aren't hydraulics, so be careful pushing them back down. They're kind of hard. And you got your lighting up here. You're also prepped for a TV in here. There's a backer here. Cable to 110. Make sure that green light is on when you run your channel scan. And that about covers everything in here. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite and close the unit up. Now, first thing I like to say is doors and drawers. Walk through the unit. Make sure all doors and drawers are closed. Any accent lighting you know you had to turn on by hand is done. Our TV is back into the strapped travel position. This will come out on a swivel. It actually lifts right up for storage behind it. Without your strap on there. Come to our control panel. And I like to shut off as many lights as I see on in here. It's off here. Again, doors and drawers. Walk through the unit. Make sure all doors and drawers are closed. Nothing's going to impede these slides from coming in. Slide number 1 in. Slide number 2 in. Again, you see the importance of having these doors and drawers closed because it's going to utilize every inch here. We don't need to break things just because we're closing our slides up. So after this last slide is in, exit the unit. Hold your steps up. Alright, at this point, we're going to unhook our power, our water, our cable. And shut off all of our gas. Hook up our hitch and head on up to the dump station. Now at the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is going to be just ahead of the tires on your driver's side of your tow vehicle. That 10-foot hose comes with your convenience pack. First thing we're going to plug into is your sewer outlet. So first handle we're going to pull over there is that black handle. That's going to be your sewer water. Once that sewer water sounds like it's no longer draining, go inside and check the levels of your tanks. Make sure that black tank is no longer draining. If it is empty, leave that handle open. Grab your water pressure regulator. Come up here, hook that up with the hose at the dump station, and let that run for a good 5 minutes. Again, emphasizing with that black handle open. That's going to wash all that nastiness out of your black tank. When that's done, close up. Remove that hose, close that up, make sure all the washout that you just put in there has drained, then close your black and pull this gray. That's going to be cleaner water, your sinks and your showers. That's going to clean your sewage hose out for you. When you know that one's done, close that handle, remove that sewage hose, which is now cleaner, and come down here to this wastewater holding tank. This is going to be water from your island inside. In the kitchen, there's your handle for that. Go ahead and drain all that out. When that's done, grab your sewage hose, come back here, and conveniently and sanitarily store your sewage hose right here in your bumper. Now, one last thing we're going to do here come around to our campsite, get up underneath there and open up these low point drains. Once those are empty, if you're done for the season and you want to empty your hot water heater, or your water's just getting stagnant, you want to get it out of there, first thing you're going to do is lift up on this pressure release valve. That's going to get all hot water out of there, so be careful. All the air pressure. Once that's done, put that back down, otherwise your door won't close. Then you can pull this drain for residual hot water. And then head on home. Again, we thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this open range for many years to come. Happy camping.